as Dan says. Get a dog. He likes to touch. 505-514. What's up? What's up, my audience? Big Lou! He's on number 2. Come on. Who's watching Stella Blade? No, but Lakers can still come back. Tony says Lakers are okay. Number 1. I found my birth certificate. I know exactly where my birth certificate is. And it's all fucked up looking. Looking like the original copy. Lighter, any percent. Not this guy again with Nemo. This guy in Nemo. Oh, not this guy. You and me, we're the same. You're just like me. They remembered you. I couldn't believe it. You got a big shout out to Hogwarts Legacy players. Huh? Eating eggs again. Smash eggs. Who's watching this guy smash?
Redskins will put Jalen Daniels into the triangle. Now, the triangle offense, the Bermuda Triangle, when you play in Washington, that is where many a quarterback, I'm doing the show all the time, many a quarterback has been drafted high with amazing expectations and great resumes and all that, and they have gone into the Bermuda Triangle.
Excuse me.
Kinds of fanfare and have
Excuse me.
disappeared under very mysterious circumstances. And you want a fun fact? Fun fact! Fun fact! Here's my fun fact. This is an amazing fact. The Washington Commanders / football team / Redskins are the only franchise to not have an 11-win season in the salary cap era. That goes back to 1994. They have not had an 11-win season, that franchise, in that period of time. That's an insane strategy. But I'm told Dan Snyder, okay. All right, we'll find out. You gotta know order. I know Magic Johnson.
Dory's here to start the party. Party, Dory. Oh.
Walking into a fire hose. Good luck. All right, last word here. We'll stick with the upper part of the NFL draft because we're the elitist in this Melon Monroe. North Carolina quarterback Greg May is now a Patriot. Will soon be the next straight Patriot, but right now he's a Patriot. So Greg May said he was super pumped. That's a quote. Super pumped. Super pumped to be selected by the New England football team with the number 3 overall pick in the draft on Thursday. Should the fan base be as excited?
Not that far, Dory. No, not.
For Drake May. I'm going to quote one of my favorite pandemic lines, Larry David. Remember when he did that crypto commercial for those scammers from FTX that stole everyone's money? Yeah. And I don't think so when it comes to Drake May and the Patriot fan base being super pumped. I don't get this one. Like, I kind of like Jalen Daniels. I know it's too thin, and that's an issue. Can get tossed around like a tin can in a hurricane. It's a problem. But with Drake May, I don't see it. It's a maybe situation. The report card on Drake May is he has bad footwork, inconsistent decision making, bad vision, pocket panic, and he's been compared on the low end to Kenny Pickett. That ain't good. And on the high end, Jared Goff. But Jared Goff's fine most of the time, but in high pressure situations, he urinates down his leg. It's a problem. We'll find out. I will give Drake May back here. Maybe a little less than that. Maybe one. Seeing is believing. I do not expect much from Drake May. I don't. Another one of these guys.
I'm with Dory every night.
Have a loaded team. He's fine. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that's going to elevate players. And the Patriots, we'll see what they do the rest of the weekend, but they don't have a lot of valuable players. They got a lot of lemons. You won't get a lemon. You got a lot of lemons. It's not you won't get a lemon. It's you won't get anything but a lemon on that Patriot roster, which is problematic if you have a guy that doesn't elevate.
I'm doing her hair. I'm doing her hair.
If you'd like to comment on any of this, you are more than welcome. If you missed last hour, I recommend the podcast. The first call that we took was from Ken Steve in Missouri, who was doing a victory lap to celebrate the Chiefs acquiring a wide receiver. We then asked him the name of the wide receiver, and he had no idea the name of the player. Xavier Ward had no idea. I had no. Then we had Andy, the comic book guy, who defended the Buffalo Bills, helping out, which is supposed to be a nemesis, an arch nemesis in Kansas City by.
Oh no! Oh no! Stop! Too hard.
It was just a marvelous hour. This calls, that you wouldn't imagine what this hour has. Hey, let's say, there's a line open. Also on X, at Ben Maurer. That is at Ben Maurer. If you want to be part, we're doing toss-up, viral mamas of the NFL draft portion of the show. Also, bet a lot, win gas money. Bet a lot, win gas money. We'll get to that as well. And we will do it
She's never seen fire before.
Employment professionals.
It'll be.
That's exactly what you'll get. Express Employment
She's never.
is the local jobs expert you can trust, and they never charge a fee to help with your job search. Go to expresspros.com to find the office near you, or download the Express Jobs app to get started. A wide range of opportunities in a variety of industries. You got the welding, the sales, the forklift operator, customer service, all of that and more. The Team Express is ready to help you or someone you know take the next step, whether you're looking for a contract job or a new full-time or alternate. Express Employment. Interviewing with Express can be as easy as a phone call and one application with Express Employment. But you'll be running for numerous opportunities in your community. Don't go alone with your job search. Visit expresspros.com today.
Oh, Dory, you get no, almost. She's ready for SeaWorld. They haven't even told any news. They're going through 15 minutes and.
Now we're here. The 82-game preseason is in the books, and it's finally time for the real season. Don't miss out on any of the NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in tournament through the finals, from every
See, my headlights funny, huh?
DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. And if you're new to this whole sports betting thing, it's super easy to get started. Try betting on something simple like a team to win. Go to the app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. And there's something else to sweeten the deal for all new customers. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Very good for you.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use
You fucking dead over there.
this code now to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crowd is your gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY or 67369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boonville Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/bball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming. Dragon born baby boy. The day you arrived was one of the happiest days of my life. Right there with the day I bought my RV from that guy on the internet and was sure you were progressive. No big deal. Just know, son, I'll always be here for you. And by here, I mean in the middle of absolutely nowhere. In my RV. Protect your baby with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine roar. Admire that perfect installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made for fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die at ebaymotors.com. Riders only exclusion apply. Join us in Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together millions of men.
We didn't crack her head this time. She always cracks her head right down the middle. You have to push her back together. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. No fingerprints. Are you ready? Are you ready? You take Dory. Now you have the Dory. The Dory handling gloves. It's for Dory's protection. She likes the snug fit. She likes the fit. That's the only trick she's mastered. Shit, show, I guess. They said there'd be draft coverage. Do I have to remember every pick? No running backs taken. What's the decoy location? Dory says 3 subs is pretty good, but we, 4. Pretty good. I can't wait to burn Dory's face and get rid of her. Get her out of my life. We'll do a giveaway. She'd be so hideous, nobody will want to win this giveaway. Boring. I haven't hit the blinker this whole episode.
Most people would like to do that. Bet a little, win a lot. That's why the lottery is so popular. That you bet a little, win a lot. But how many people want to bet a lot to win cash money? That happens. That happens. You see this? No. Do all the NFL draft.
Don't give away the position. I just got a new 10-pack of razors. I couldn't even shave it last night. I got in all my razors were just too used to use. So I just picked up new razors. Like this one. Oh no! Why is everything? I hate this Windows shop. I even got my Predator off the floor. Everything's moving tomorrow.
That's crazy. 10 grand to win $100. That's an insane amount of money. I would need therapy. I can get a high from betting a reasonable amount. I do not need to bet even larger.
And get a better view, okay? Feel a little fresher air now. We're dropping temperature. What's the temperature? San Francisco temperature? 55 degrees. That's what, Tissues. Oh, look at tissues.
I would be so upset. Drive me crazy. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I mean, I'm pouting and I'm pounding the table and I'm pissed off.
Good aim. I almost nailed you.
You should be worried about that. Like, hey, that's how I should have won the bet. My problem, lately, I've been to Vegas a lot this year. We're not allowed to leave the bet in California. So you have to use a bookie, which would be wrong. That would be illegal.
Roy.
Very bad, very bad. So it became a problem. Not good to hell. But, so I'll go to Vegas and bet. And I always make one final bet on my way back to LA. And I drive. I don't
There's nobody peeping in my window.
I like to drive. I like stopping at Baker, Barstow.
Oh, God, yeah. There won't be a window in tomorrow's show. You'll be staring at the purple wall again.
I have driven, and I like to stop at the Dairy Queen along the way.
You'll be staring at that.
So many old iconic diners out in the desert
Okay.
in California, you gotta stop back. Why do you stop?
Because I don't know, I'm just trying to get to Vegas.
Nah, you gotta enjoy the journey. You're stopping at Go Ball. There's any world out there. You can come in and can't even have that's what it's doing.
Yeah, we'll lose
A
one.
guy named Eddie owns that. It might be this Eddie, I don't know.
Did you meet him?
But I have been able to have that Eddie.
I know they have that beef jerky place, like that alien
John
joint.
Alien Beef Jerky's in Baker. The Mad Queen's in Baker.
They have that big thing that looks like an ice cream cone or a cupcake or something.
That's Eddie's one.
That's it. Oh, that's it. Look, I've never been in there. I'm just driven by it.
They have the cleanest bathrooms of all time.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I love a nice bathroom.
Yeah, that's why we have secondary bathrooms to get in practical training because
Yes.
that's your contribution. I haven't Peggy since
See all that? That's going out the window. I can see everything in the window before it gets there. I'm gonna put. You,
we got Elvis over there.
I love a good diner.
Yeah, that's a cool little spot. It's, I like it. If you fly, you're around a bunch of snowy people in a tomb. Well, what's that? You drive, you get your car, go home. I actually am. I started flying to Vegas now.
It's great.
Actually, the switch. It's so nice. That's so nice. I like to drive. I'm a driver. You fly from the airport. When the flight gets delayed, it's a pain. Then you go to Vegas, you gotta get your transportation to the strip. I fly out of Burbank, so it's going on in there. It's good for Mexican airport. Yeah. Nobody in LA likes LA. But, we like our friends that work in LA, so other than that, the drive there to Vegas is fine. It's the drive home that's just awful.
the strap,
Sunday morning. I never drive back on Sunday.
my belt.
That's just like suicide. But driving back on any day is terrible. Even if the traffic's not bad, it's just because usually you lost some money and you're just like, and your vacation's over and you're driving back. It's just, yeah, that's why you stop at any room and get 10 pound bags of candy and order back and make yourself feel better. That's the deal. You get a giant shake, the bag creek out in the desert, you're like, all right, I think $10 for a shake, I feel pretty good. I usually bang Maller show when you're awesome. This is a fun thing. There's some audio we're gonna play and better viral mama. Better viral mama for me. And but right now, let's get you guys everything going on. So football, wings being called out of a hopper.
There's empty windows. There's nothing over there. Only one hand cracked. I should just spray these with the 409. Can't see because it's dirty. I'm surprised that Eagle players can fetch the top dollar. It's very rare Philadelphia pays the top. Wow, what a fucking difference. Jeez, that's better. Oh my god. No, I'll clean off my lens. I'm watching it in real time on delay. A little. 720p. There's 2 rounds tomorrow, the second and third rounds, though. Who did? I can't figure out what team didn't get a pick today. Was it the Titans? Today's news.
I'm watching video of it. Mama's a big woman, so she's going to block anyone out that's going to be sitting on the other side of her.
I don't want to speak for women, but I don't think a lot of petite women produce offensive tackles that make the NFL.
I'm just saying, it's hard to get around Mama when she's.
You think his mom taught him how to block?
Could be.
His mom taught him
She
how to
was
block?
doing some blocking on the couch there, yeah.
All right, Lorraine, your thoughts here. You're going to go with the mom blocking the girlfriend, or are you going to go with the mom giving a direct answer on where they came from, and that was Baton Rouge, Louisiana?
Ben, I love literal answers, just like Miss Congeniality when it's like, what's your favorite,
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
you said something in April, yeah.
yes,
I
same
remember
thing.
that,
It absolutely cracks me up.
Okay, all right, Kubaloo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with The second mom.
Okay, the Brian Thomas mom, Sandra. Let's play it again. This is the mom of Brian Thomas, the player drafted by Jacksonville out of LSU. Take a listen.
Sandra, how far does this family come? We came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That's so great.
I wish it was even a step further, and she was like, about 1,000 miles.
God bless her. That is just outstanding commentary. Yeah, I looked it up. It's driving. It's 1,114 miles with light traffic right now. If you're driving from Baton Rouge to Detroit, take about 15 hours. Almost 16 hours, actually.
And Ben would drive because he prefers driving over flying.
Think of the places you could stop. You could stop you can go through Arkansas there.
I do. I'm not going to lie, Ben.
Kentucky. What?
I love my long drives to Oregon.
That's a long.
It's 12 hours.
I've done that drive.
Yeah, it's 12 hours. It's not too bad. You can stop at the olive pit and sample some olives.
Lorraine, I did not do that. I remember when I drove to Eugene one time and I got to Sacramento, which is the farthest north I'd ever been.
Yeah.
And then I kept going and going
You're like,
and going. I was like, Jesus Christ, when am I going to hit the border? Yeah.
I had the same problem. Remember a couple years ago, I went to my brother. This is years ago. My younger brother got married in Grass Valley in Northern California.
sounds green.
Yeah, a lot of green up there. It's an old mining town.
Coop loves Grass Valley.
Yeah, I've been in Grass. Yes. And so I was like, okay, we were in Sacramento. I'm like, okay, we'll just drive to Oregon. I want to say I've never been to Oregon, so we'll drive into Oregon. And so we looked at the GPS, and I was like, holy, I'm not driving to Oregon. This is insane. It's like a 5-hour drive from Sacramento to get to Oregon. It was ridiculous.
It's a long time. But it's beautiful when you get to the trees.
The trees, all about the trees. They have good trees in
And then
California.
you breathe, and it's like, oh, the oxygen.
Oh, they were all on fire when I did my drive.
Are we done now? We haven't had a big fire season in a while. It's getting a lot of rain in California.
That's true.
Yeah, been El Nino. They used to have a caller named El Nino. Remember that guy?
El Nino.
Sounds hot.
He thought he was hot. He didn't think he was hot. We have Mallard to the third degree. That's coming up. Time now for the Insta-trivia. And here we go with the Insta-trivia. So Caleb Williams just became USC's 6th #1 overall in the NFL draft. That's the most all time. No other college has had more #1 picks now. They broke a tie, USC. Caleb Williams joins Carson Palmer, Keyshawn Johnson, Dead Murderer, O.J. Simpson, Ron Yeri, and Blank as the 6th #1 overall picks in the NFL draft out of USC. Again, Caleb Williams, the 6th #1 overall pick, most all time for USC. He joins Carson Palmer, Keyshawn Johnson, O.J. Simpson, Ron Yeri, and Blank. That is the Insta-trivia, the answer. And Mallard to the third degree, we'll get to that. We'll do it next.
If you missed something from Draft Night Live, cheer up. We got you. From LeVar Arrington's anecdotes.
I was negotiating the night before.
To Jay Glazer's insider texts and predictions.
Minnesota Vikings were going to target a guy like Dallas Turner.
Just search Fox Sports Radio wherever you get your podcasts.
Take a minute to check your social battery. How's it doing? Does the thought of social events make you feel excited or exhausted? It's easy to ignore our social batteries and spread ourselves thin, especially at this time of year when gatherings are picking up again after the winter. But it's important to find the right amount of socializing for you and still give yourself the time to recharge. Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery. And when you are feeling worn out from socializing, therapy can help give you the tools you need to take care of yourself and recharge. Because a full battery is the key to a full life. BetterHelp offers affordable online therapy on a schedule that works for you.
Connect with Kranz Avenue, Suite 328, Manhattan Beach, California, 90245. Consent is not a condition of purchasing goods or services.
Attention all rideshare and food delivery drivers. If you're a current or former rideshare driver, listen closely, as you may be entitled to significant compensation. That's right, if you drove for a rideshare or food delivery service anytime in the past 3 years, you may be entitled to significant cash for unpaid wages and mileage. Text RIDE to 323232 right now to see if you qualify for compensation. That's RIDE to 323232. Rideshare and food delivery service
services may be in violation of federal and state employment laws. If you are a rideshare or food delivery driver, part-time or full-time, anytime during the last 3 years, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Text RIDE to 323232 now to see if you qualify for compensation. Hurry, time is limited, so text the word RIDE to 323232 now. Text RIDE to 323232. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
My friends at Pacific Coast Termite have treated almost 50,000 commercial businesses and homes, including mine, and they can help you too. Joe Starkey here. For years, you've been hearing me talk about the great experience my family and I had with Pacific Coast Termite. Well, recently, I visited their Fremont headquarters to personally thank them for their excellent work. I was impressed with everything from their professional, courteous operators answering the phones to the experienced technicians who were headed out on home inspections throughout the Bay Area. They are A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Pacific Coast Termite solve my termite and rodent problems. They use orange oil and Eltracept. They kill the termites and guarantee their work for 2 years. So if you're even thinking about a termite treatment, start where I did. Call Pacific Coast Termite at 800-PACIFIC. Call now and get 10% off your termite treatment. If you're an apartment or HOA owner, Pacific Coast Termite can help you too. That's 800-722-4342 or visit PacificCoastTermite.com today.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
Before the guys even put on the uniform, raiding a draft. It drives Rich crazy. I've known him for years. He's complaining about this. How ridiculous it is. Well, I'm just saying it's the most hot air conversation in all of sports. I can't think of any others. Maybe one. You might have the one I'm thinking of. I got the one. What is it? It's Jordan or LeBron comparison. It's like, all right, guys, how many times do we do this?
Covino and Rich, weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. One more Dan Patrick.
That sounds like he might be touchable.
One more Colin Cowherd.
Be honest about it.
How about some more Doug Gottlieb? I want to be your guy who's here every single stinking day. Or Fox Sports Radio.
Any way you want this thing to make it happen.
Then it's yours. All of it. Download the iHeartRadio app and indulge while you do this.
Do it.
That's a good thing. This is Fox Sports Radio. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. Go! Check them out. FS1. Check them out. FS1. It's alive! It's alive! Today's Friday.
Hey, up, face, Ben Mauer. Who are you talking to like that?
Oh, yes!
Johnny, your ass.
Yes! You know, man! That's a plum cookie right there.
Oh, Bill Miller.
Hey, hey, hey!
Man, I love you.
The show is over. Goodbye.
The Ben Maller Show is archived in the audio vault for posterity's sake, giving those working the dreaded day shift a chance to consume the audio buffet. Follow us, both the Ben Maller Show and Fifth Hour with Ben Maller podcasts are always free. And filled with fun for every man, woman, and child. And now live from the TireRack.com Fox Sports Radio studios, it's Ben Maller.
Time now for the Insta-trivia of Mallard of the Third Degree. And here's the Insta-trivia. Caleb Williams, Bears quarterback. He became the 6th #1 overall pick from USC in the draft. That's the most all-time, most of any school. He joins Caleb Williams, Carson Palmer, Keyshawn Johnson, O.J. Simpson, Ron Yeri, and blank. That is the question. What's the answer? In this portion of the show made possible by Express Pros. If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help. Express is hiring for jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Check out expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com. Let's see, does anyone know the answer? We go to the great unwashed here to see if anyone knows the answer. And see, page down here, page down. Let's see here. Can't read that on the air. Sam Bowie, from Cowboy Killer. That's his answer. Who else do we have? Orenthal James Simpson from Ferg Dog. You Are Flea, guessed by the late night drug tester. We'll skip over that. Steve Spurrier, guessed by Shane from Des Moines. Page down. Blake in Arkansas. And he got it right. Bad job by you. He got it right. Shame on you. Who else do we have? Page down. Can't read that. The El Nino, the original El Nino from Milkman Mike, Matt, the Warrior Raider fan. He got it right. John Wayne, guessed by Jeff in Tulsa. That's his answer. Matt Leinert from Euphemie. Tony Baselli, guessed by Eek in Roseville, Minnesota. Andy, the Falcon Bills apologist, says former Bills wide receiver whom has already played the best game of his career, Gabe Davis. His best games of his career. Who else do we have? Page down. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, guessed by Just Like Frank. Al Cowlings from Kyle. That's his answer. The Bills monster going with Albert Einstein. Who else do we have? Page down. Petros Papadakis, the P, guessed by Rich. Mr. Magoo from Perito, a little wee quarterback, guessed by Bill. Who else? Oh, that's enough. Eddie, do you have an answer, Eddie? Do you have an answer?
Well, it's hard to believe it's not OJ, but you didn't say
I mentioned OJ.
Yeah, you did mention OJ.
Yeah, I mentioned OJ. There's 6. It's Caleb Williams, Carson Palmer, Keyshawn Johnson, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, okay, OJ. Let me go.
Harry and Blake.
Let me go with the old New York Giants halfback and Monday Night Football voice for many years, Frank Gifford.
Frank Gifford. Fine answer. That is incorrect. The correct answer, the 1977 NFL Draft, Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell played for the Buccaneers.
Tragically passed away, huh?
Died at a young age. Here we go.
To the Third Degree.
Here we go.
This is when Big Ben gets grilled.
Oh.
Ben, one of the big 3 co-founders believes that Caitlin Clark's agents withheld a lucrative offer from the league to the former Iowa star. The offer would have allowed her to still play in the WNBA and would have been worth at least $5 million a year. He went on to suggest that there's anti-competitive behavior involving the NBA/WNBA towards the big 3. Ben, do you think there's some shadiness going on?
No, not to the degree it's like that. Lions don't mingle with sheep. That line, right? And the NBA is way ahead of the big 3. What I do think happens, what I've heard, is the people at Nike. No one buys anything that has WNBA logo on it. It doesn't sell anything. Right? It's just crap. Nobody wants. It goes right to a landfill. So they think that Caitlin Clark will be the key to unlock the WNBA merchandise. They didn't want her futzing around with the big 3. So from what I've heard, it was Nike. From what I understand, it was Nike. It wasn't even the NBA that said no. They said, if you want the $28 million deal with Nike, don't mess around with the big 3. Next!
All right, Ben, of the 8 NBA playoff series going on, only 3 of them were tied up. Do you think any of the current series make it to a Game 7?
Yeah, I think the Clippers are tied up with the Mavericks. I think that'll go 7. Indiana, they should beat the Bucks in less than that, but I think they'll go 7. Cleveland, the way they got run off the court by Orlando, that'll go 7. So, yeah, I think we'll see at least 3 7-game series. Next,
All right.
Video went viral yesterday of 51-year-old Manny Ramirez taking batting practice. He looked pretty good. Do you like the idea of an old-timer home run derby during All-Star Weekend?
No, not during All-Star Weekend, but when I was a kid, they had traveling old-timers games, but I think they stopped it because guys they were having medical problems. But sure, once in a while, why not? How did we do, Kumalone? That's the win! Woo!
Attention business owners, are you looking for working capital to fuel your growth in 2024? At LendSeek, we help you reach your goals with fast, easy funding solutions tailored for all your business needs. At LendSeek.com, a simple no-cost application gives you full access to nearly 100 lenders, and our high approval rates mean instant approvals for larger amounts and better terms. Whether your business needs funding for inventory, equipment, expansion, payroll, cash flow, or any other need, LendSeek provides revenue-based working capital programs from $20,000 to $1 million. And you'll love our one-on-one concierge service. If you've been in business for at least 1 year with an average monthly revenue of $20,000, you can receive business funding in as little as 24 hours with no collateral, no prepayment penalties, and no restrictions on how to use the funds, regardless of your personal credit score. There's no obligation and zero out-of-pocket costs. So apply today at Lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
Business. It's all the things that keep this world turning. And behind every one of these companies is a partner helping to keep it all moving. It's why the local flower shop and your favorite pizza joint, the startup in the stadium, hospitals and hotels, banks and restaurants nationwide all choose the advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and round-the-clock trusted partnership from Comcast Business, the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
See why Comcast Business powers more small businesses than anyone else. Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year contract. Plus, ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying internet package. Don't wait. Call or go online to switch today. Ends 5/5/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 50 megabits per second internet and security edge. Equal bill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
We help protect this planet we all share through our One Thing sustainability initiatives. We donate $1 million of media every year to local environmental nonprofit organizations. And this month, our Odyssey teams will be out in our local communities cleaning up, planting trees, and more. When we each do one thing, it becomes 100, 1,000, a million things for our planet. What's your one thing? For more, download the free Odyssey app or go to odyssey.com/onething. Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-485-7220. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-485-7220 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-485-7220 to see if you qualify. That's 800-485-7220. Walking into a building for the first time after the shooting was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Barbara Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love and to lost.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance.
Walking into a building for the first time after the shooting was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Barbara Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love and to lost.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Yo, Jonas Knox. It's Two Pros and a Cup of Joe. Weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific.
rest of the series, but Cleveland still has a 2-1 advantage. I'm Eddie Garcia.
This is the Ben Maller Show.
Ben Maller Show, the best sports talk radio show in America ever.
Ever. Ben Maller. Ever.
I'd like to apologize to everyone in advance for this.
And now, live from the TireRack.com Fox Sports Radio studios, here he is, Ben Maller.
Heading for gold. Welcome in the beginning of another hour of the Ben Maller Show. We are in the air everywhere, neighboring as we are. It's almost the weekend.
Coast to coast, border to border, and beyond, on the vast and sublimely powerful microphones of FSR, emanating live from the throne as we can make all of the throws. We can make all of them. We can. It's amazing. We're broadcasting live from the TireRack.com studios. TireRack.com will help you get there. An unmatched selection, fast free shipping, free road hazard protection, and over 10,000 recommended installers. That's a whole lot. That is so many that Mason the Millennial can't count that high. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And our lead this hour from football, but not necessarily the players that were selected in the draft. It's the story around the draft, the story around the draft that we would like to talk about. In the hours leading up to the draft, there's a lot of noise about trades. And the biggest buzz all day was from the Bay. I don't know if you paid attention to this or not, but if you didn't pay attention to it, the subplot for the draft, in that lead up to the pro football draft, it was widely reported that the 49ers were working the phones, and they were anticipating a trade not only of Brandon Ayuk, but also Debo Samuel. One or both were on the trade market. They were trying to move into the top 10 of the NFL draft, all measured. But when the music stopped on round 1 of the draft on Thursday night, that deal was never
Mims is the biggest player
regardless.
in the league.
Just don't.
340 pounds.
What is your perspective on how the 49er GM John Lynch is going
It's
to handle
hymns.
having both
The hymns.
Samuel and Brandon Ayuk's name out there as a trade fodder situation going forward? So I've got Smokey the Bear, Tobacco Shop, and George W. Bush. We'll combine all of these things together, all of them together, and we are going to make the Baba Ganoush. We're going to make the Baba Ganoush.
Make the Baba Gadoosh.
Number one.
Number one. Number one. Number one.
That's the first thought I have. Thread a needle, right? For John Lynch. Get a water-dropping helicopter. Now, the 49ers added, if you were out watching to the end of the draft, they added a Florida wide receiver, someone named Ricky Pearsall. I have no idea who that is, but they did draft him. The Niners with the number 31 overall pick. So John Lynch has ignited an inferno.
Pittsburgh's webpage is nice.
We have a couple of big ego guys. Debo Samuel, who's really good when he's not hurt. He's really good. And Brandon Ayuk. And for them,
I told you that's all I care. I was waiting to see who got the better dude.
it's an open secret. I know he wants to get paid or get traded. And the Niners don't want to pay him what he wants. And so
So who do you think is better?
offering him to leave the 49ers. But for those guys, it's an alarming turnover. Man, certainly more for Debo Samuel, I would say. It's a humiliation situation. It is a blow to the machismo. So John Lynch should text Smokey Bear, because only you can prevent forest fires. I learned that from Smokey Bear. Spicoli told me that to our guy in North Carolina. But no, seriously, like Smokey Bear, because you've got a wildfire here. So the question, with all of the internal strife going on in Philadelphia, and all the whispers out of sources in the locker room that there is an issue with A.J. Brown and some of his teammates, why did the Eagles give A.J. Brown this extension? So here's my theory on this, that the GM there, Howie Rose, was at a fork in the road. There is a dimension in the Twilight Zone where Philadelphia traded A.J. Brown and said, bye-bye, you're out of here. Instead, what Howie Roseman, the GM, did in Philly, he got in the car, he picked up A.J. Brown, they went on...
This guy is huge. He's only played 8 games. He's got the fancy hair. It's probably the best hair in the draft. I don't think A.J. Brown's that good.
So the Eagles would rather keep him.
Somebody has to get paid on the Eagles.
The Eagles inevitably will go into the tank again at some point in 2024. And that's when the tension, right? That's when the tension picks up and the finger pointing starts, and then we'll see where we are at that particular point. But that is a developing story, hot, ... Now, final point. Our last stop here, we go to the 3-1-3. If you're watching the draft, you saw a massive turnout for the Motown draft. And I don't even know if that does it justice, a massive turnout. Roger Goodell gleefully told the media that the total attendance at the... Did you see the crowd? Did you see what Goodell said? Maybe not. No. Roger Goodell. Roger's in George's box. No, he's not. Roger Goodell, that's an old Yankee reference. Roger Goodell claimed the 2024 draft had a total attendance of 275,000 men, women, and children.
More than
Which he said
WrestleMania.
was an NFL record for the draft. Here's the question I'd like to ask you. I'm going to answer it first, but I'm going to ask the question to the electorate. How do you explain 275 people on a random Thursday night showing up in downtown Detroit for the NFL draft? So I'm going to go first. I cannot explain it to you, and the reason I cannot explain it to you is because it's manure. That's why I can't explain it to you. You're telling me that this has become, it's like Coachella. It's a music festival. Blow it out, right? I deal with facts, not fiction. And I look at these numbers, and we've done this a lot over the years because I always get a kick out of these things. It's like that quote from former president long ago, George W. Bush, fuzzy math. It's fuzzy math. Sports crowd estimation.
Listen to my radio. It makes me, I commentate, I feed off it. The Pittsburgh website looks so much nicer. God damn Pittsburgh. Why is it so nice? Damn, Pittsburgh loves Troy's.
With 275,000 in attendance. Now, I realize some of them came out from other places. But that would mean the attendance in Detroit was 40% of the population of the city on a normal basis to watch the draft. And as a sports writer friend of mine said, attendance including the people who were probably right-wing.
Who's Crip?
Breaking into cars so people
Anyways.
can grab and enjoy themselves.
Jason. 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 Jason was making happy noises in his room. Because Jason always gets happy after he complains. You should trust your crisis hotline.
So we're still feeling the after effects of that. But here's the Maller riddle of the day. The Jaguars executive Tony Khan, he's son of Jordan, became the first ever NFL executive in the draft room to blank. Again, Jacksonville executive Tony Khan became the first ever NFL executive in the draft room to blank. That is the Maller riddle of the day. The answer, we'll get to it, and we will do it next. But hey, it's Maller here, and what if there was someone who wanted to help you find a job? That's right, it's live read number 3. Hour 3, A block, live read 3. Not a website, though, who wants to help you get a job. I'm talking about a person. That's right, in your community. That's correct. That's oh, come on, just get better than that. Choose Express Employment Professionals, and that's exactly what we get. Express Employment Professionals is the local jobs expert you can trust, and they never charge a fee to help with your job search. Go to expresspros.com to find the office near you, or download the Express Jobs app to get started with a wide range of opportunities in a variety of industries, welding to sales, forklift operator.
Ben Mallard thinks he's
Express is ready to help you with someone.
Bob Uecker when he gives his lines.
Looking for a contract job or a new full-time role? Turn to Express Employment. Interview with Express. It can be as easy as a phone call, and one application with Express Employment puts you on the running for numerous opportunities in your community. Don't go it alone with your job search. Visit expresspros.com today. Power here, Thoroughbred Racing is combining its tradition of hands-on care with cutting-edge technology, raising and safety standards to the highest levels. New investments in wearable biometric devices, AI, and advanced imaging help to reduce injury risk. And the sport's new independent regulator, HISA, is implementing uniform rules, testing, and strict enforcement across the board. Every day, an ecosystem of care and commitment to protect horse and rider. So win or lose, it's safety that runs first. To learn more, visit safetyrunsfirst.com. Hey, it's Maller here. The 82-game preseason is in the books, and it's finally time for the real season. Don't miss out on any of the NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in tournament through the finals, from every opening tip to every buzzer beater, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. And if you're new to this whole sports betting thing, it's super easy to get started. Try betting on something simple like a team to win. Go to the app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. And there's something else to sweeten the deal for all new customers. Bet $5, you get $200 in bonus bets.
We did it big.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Mallard. That's code Mallard to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. Previous or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-OPEN-LINE or text OPEN-LINE 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Pinnacle Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/bball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming. It's no secret many Americans are facing economic hardship. And if you've unpaid taxes to the IRS hanging over your head, high increasing
Nah, it's really good. Oh, it's really good. Oh, tires everywhere.
So we ain't going after the quarterback now. We don't get as many quarterbacks as we can get. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. What in the world?
I don't even know who has the next fucking big. Damn it. Should've done that. I ate my dinner. Grill. The 49th pick, the Bengals have it. That's the 17th pick tomorrow, which is higher than today's 18th pick. They picked that. 17th pick is officially the second half of the first round. So as soon as 16 picks drop, everybody will be like, here's the half of the second round, and then they'll usually bury the 17th, or hopefully get a good pick at 49. He's swipe up and swipe down. I don't know. Maybe the guy will come back in the window. I like Chop Robinson. He went to Miami. That's pretty nice. I should just react to every single post. USC Trojans, quarterback goes first. That's normal. It should happen way more often. There's a chance that Caleb didn't go first and that USC wouldn't have the 6th first round picks. Just to mention OJ of all things and being involved, as they said on the radio. The Texans didn't have a pick. Yeah, that's right. The Texans did not have a pick. Which is sad because they might be the most loaded team in the NFL. And watching them sucks, but when they win, winning fixes everything. Second round. We're waiting on Texas. They pick at the 10th pick of this round. And the 50. They have 2 picks tomorrow. So they still get 2 picks faster than the 49ers do, even though they haven't had a pick yet. Bro, you know what? I didn't even see who went last. Who the fuck went last? 32nd pick. Xavier Leggett. So the best available is still Cooper DeJean. I thought Baltimore could take Cooper DeJean. The 49ers got a nice pick because Brock Purdy needs every weapon he got. But Cooper DeJean, it'll be nice to not have he probably couldn't even hang in the 49ers. Cooper DeJean, I only see the best available, so the 49ers went and picked somebody I'd never heard of, but hey, I haven't heard of any of these guys. It's just, I'm reacting. So, I mean, I heard we knew who Caleb Williams was. Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, we knew he was the best. The Chargers taking the tackle is very nice. From Notre Dame, it's nice. A lot of offensive linemen went tonight, and no running backs. The guy from USC averages 7.7 yards carry, but he couldn't get it down. What the hell? Ricky Presale from Florida, the Gator. The 49ers take a Gator, that's where Tim Tebow played for. So. The Chiefs take a wide receiver from Texas, the Longhorns. That's nice. It's almost a charity pick just to take the highest. The Chiefs come from Texans, and they maintain their heritage of coming from there by picking players from there. You'll never see somebody grown in Indiana playing in Cincinnati. That's the dream. Cincinnati got a guy from the Georgia Bulldogs. Obviously, he was the biggest player on the team there too. They say he's going to be the biggest guy in the NFL now. (6'8". 6'8". This Bengals got the biggest player in the NFL, and the Steelers probably would have liked this guy, but they had to take a guy who was a little shorter right after. Mort Goldman from The Family Guy. Who the fuck is Mort Goldman? Oh, Mort Goldman. Fine. This is the very best of Mort Goldman live. Yeah. Can you tell us about Hyperborea and or Agartha? You know, there's this other channel that does that. I don't do that. Zaref is new. If you're new, hit the bell, thumbs up. Check out the sub counter. We like it when it goes up. Where's it at now? Hook a brother up with a. You did it! Boom! You did it. Hit the bell too. The three dots not important. What you want to do is be the guy who shares. Yeah. This one, the most critical social to be ultimately successful is to be on this level. In Roblox, I don't know, maybe. One of these tires has to leave the show. What's that one? Is this Roblox? Roblox. You know somebody? I have no heart. I have no kidney. Can you buy me some? Yeah, we can buy some, but it might not be enough. The type of Roblox is smoking. Roblox. Hey, stop swinging that hammer, you brat. Stop it, you little piece of shit. Coming here trying to give me Roblox and shit, dude. You get $10 for Zaref is enjoying riding. Zaref is sharing in the chat. So I guess this is the Zaref show. What do you want to get? And when you get to know Zaref, you can think about Montenegro. All the Roblox are right there in the red spot, okay? Believe it or not, that's where all the Roblox players live, okay? Well, I don't have a Bangladesh Roblox tour guide. I can't direct you towards anything above water, because everything there gets wet, so they don't build much, right? You're on your own. Your best bet is to to migrate. Yeah, you don't want to be in Bangladesh your entire life. Maybe you do. Now they want to see the dory fish. You want to my see-through hair? Pick you up and put you down, like use my claws. Pick you up and put you down. I don't want to use my hands to touch you. I'll pick you up like I'll put you in the scoop you. This is for scooping, and this is for this is the crusher, and this is well, money. She was quiet. I always enjoy quiet. There's nobody. Jason's quiet. That guy's quiet. Everybody's quiet up here. You can, if you don't hear Jason, there's nothing. You just checked on him too. He's not there. And he seemed happy last time I saw him. What am I looking at like that? It's the end of the day. I guess there's nothing to look. There's nothing else to look at now. So I should check the Kosovo news because every time I've checked, I've always found news daily coming out of the Balkans easily. I don't even have to dig hard for it. I successfully. There's stories from Kosovo today, but nothing. Prime Minister Alden Kurdi said his cabinet made the decision in order to remove one of the last remaining hurdles to Kosovo's admission to the Council of Europe. Land disputes over the Kani Monastery. Belgrade is just still refusing to acknowledge. So that's what we're waiting for. Everybody else can acknowledge it, but only Belgrade is. And I feel like that's the Belcher grade. I want to be graded. So I stay up to date on the Belgrade news. Oh, Unicorn Ninja, I'm sorry. When I hit 800, I didn't even do anything. And then it happened, and I woke up. I was 800. Now we hit 900. We dipped down to 899. Like, work harder, work smarter, not harder. Jason is not moving. There's only had like I'm in between leaning on chat and just leaning on myself. $100 melt Dory's face. Dory's gonna teach her fire marshal skills when she learned firefighting. She's gonna load up and hit it so fast that it just, or she might not have the speed to make it through the flame. Yeah. So there'll be a poll in chat to decide. That's a good response. No, don't hurt Dory. That'll be one of the options. Okay. Like an old man in the retirement home. If my radio doesn't crack at me, then like I stop moving. Called Big Lou. Your friend Bofa? I don't know your friend Bofa. Both of these nuts. Fine. Oh yeah, these are yesterday's smokes. These. I didn't even buy a pack today. That means I cut down. Yeah. I watched Silver Wings play Metal Gear Solid 2 Solid Snake tonight. That was pretty good. Yeah. So there's some in the Sonomas and some in the Pall Mall. But I usually smoke all my Montego packs are gone. Because I cleaned. Almost got a pack of Fortuna. Agartha. Yeah. The hidden civilization inside the inner earth. Yep. Goofy, yeah. Are you typing Rammstein lyrics? Clan Kosovo news here. So it might be in a strange language you've never heard. Keep eating it, that's why it tastes so good. She's so dreamy in this light. She is attracted to the fire. Look at her shadow. You alright, Bo? You alright, Bo? She's alright. Is this chill nighttime? This is the best part of the day. I like it when new people come through. You know what they really like? You want artificial lights. Then, is that what you're used to? I'm too poor to buy a flashlight. Oh, the flashlight. But you spelled. Well, you should spell it with an E, not an A. Those offices are always empty. Where I go? Have a nice night.